Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Come on, baby. Let's go. First down.
This one caught by Crowder. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson on the catch. It's Crowder. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. From the 50, it's Stafford. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Stafford, and my goodness, this is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice, it doesn't pan out, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here.
Let's go! Let's go!
And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great popping corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Come on.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Kenny Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Keep playing. Let's get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
Last stop. Last stop.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him.
This is Gordon. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Diggs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, here's Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now McKinnon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. I got you. Gain of a yard.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for New York. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A strong running.
Let's go, baby.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Wilson on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Stafford. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it with McKinnon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 3rd down, Stafford, screen play, McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
We got 4. 7-yard pickup.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 39, Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check three.
They run the counter. McKinnon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun on 3rd down. Stafford, and yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, Wilson.
82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Wilson. It's caught by Roberts. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. He finds Roberts, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3 down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Rocky Sin, a rookie 2nd rounder from Temple, there to make the play. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Stafford on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Now Stafford. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now it's Stafford. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at second down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stafford. And that's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
This is Gordon as they go to him again.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wilson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. He can't get him down. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
He certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Terrell Suggs drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ben Banagou. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Wilson able to get this to Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And down he'll go at the 25.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
It's our time.
On 1st down, it's Wilkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 2nd half in Carolina. And the Panthers have now taken the lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
Line 55,
It's a
line
gain of
55.
4.
Hey, eat.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
LaMarcus Joyner on the tackle.
Don't be mad.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jamison Crowder. Incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Wilkins. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Pierre Desir in on the step. They run again with Wilkins. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
Stafford's pass.
All day, baby, all day.
To Brandon Marshall. A gain of 11.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got him.
This is Wilkins. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Stafford. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Stafford on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They run it here with Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And it's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Just 51st.
3 buzz.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st first down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the counter, this is high. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Stephon Tuitt on the stop. It's a gain of 4.
Hey, you got 3,
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
54, right there. 50. Come to my world.
They'll run it here with Wilkins. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Yeah, Sear on the stop. A yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
King on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Now it's Crowder. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
A gain of 5.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Seth Roberts. Incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now it's Stafford. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Anderson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Crowder now to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. Gets it to Gordon.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The final score now coming from Nashville. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here. One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.